Hello, everyone. Today I thought I'm gonna talk a little bit about inbound marketing. What is our take at Capo Marketing um, of inbound marketing? I have thought about this topic quite a bit in the past days and weeks because I've read quite a few books about sales and lead generation and so on. And the more I was also reading up on modern online strategies, how to create leads, traffic, generate sales, and so on. I thought, no, let's go back to the roots because we at Capo Marketing always lived by this strategy, I would say. So I personally have found out about HubSpot, which is the company that is really very prolific when it comes to this back in 2015, I think. And closely tied to this is the topic of content marketing. And when we go back to the roots of what we do, like even 15 years ago, we had already written a few blog articles. We had run a few blogs about already content marketing, internet marketing, but also about the Philippines. So some of you know already that I'm half German, half Filipino, and in the beginning we were just writing about our private travels about the Philippines and giving out a lot of information and trying to help people to find the best places, which islands to travel to, which resource they can choose over other spots that we have found and that we really liked and so on. So content marketing is certainly one very essential part of inbound marketing. And the other thing that I think is tied to it is creating value as soon as possible. You know, try to create um, value for potential customers, potential clients, but not even necessarily clients. It can also just be that you help people who might have a question and you can answer those relevant questions with your content that you write. um, and I find it very attractive because to be honest, I was a little bit bothered by a lot of outbound calls from companies lately who wanted to sell me something, especially as a co-founder of an agency in this field. And it's sometimes a bit funny, to be honest, when I receive calls from people who have been running their own agency for 3 years. And I mean, I don't want to say that we at Capo Marketing know everything better or anything, but it's a bit funny because I've been doing this for about, I don't know, 15 years almost. Yeah. So I know a little bit about this. And what I want to say is that, especially since the beginning of the COVID pandemic, I think there's so many people out there who really want to grow their online business. And then, of course, they mainly do it the outbound way. So outbound marketing as opposed to inbound, where you go out and make calls and make pitches, even cold calls and stuff like this. So of course, this is still a very valid um, strategy when it comes to business development. But to be honest, I never grew up with this. So I feel, much more comfortable with the principles of inbound marketing. Anyway, so apart from content marketing and value generation, thinking really about the customer journey, where is the potential client, or where are those people who might have some problems, some challenges that you as a business could solve, or where you can just help with simple insights that doesn't even cost you a lot of money, but sometimes just giving out one best practice or so. And of course, maybe a third important point when it comes to this is SEO, obviously, because search engine optimization enables you to become visible. So you need to create visibility if you want to follow the inbound marketing strategies. Because if you're not visible as a company, as an organization, as a business, in your industry, in your niche, then yeah, you cannot receive traffic, right? So SEO is still, in my view, one of the most important parts of an inbound marketing strategy. That's why also we have a lot of SEO focus. And nowadays, I think I would even say that compared to 10 years ago, SEO is much more diverse. You have also like Pinterest, you've got even YouTube and Amazon and so on. Those are all search engines themselves, apart from Google and Bing and all the other search engines. Looking at Bing, Baidu in China and Yandex in Russia, for example. So if you have a very holistic approach and view, then you could argue that even your social media activities are part, not necessarily of SEO, I should say, but content marketing strategy. So anyway, SEO, and then of course in combination with SEA, Google Ads, search engine advertising, this is then very, very powerful. If I think about remarketing campaigns, so this is already a little bit borderline between inbound and outbound, I would say. So, or if you go into push notifications and that sort of thing. But yeah, I would still consider that a combination of SEO and SEA is still very, very powerful in terms of inbound marketing too. So maybe a last thought would be that, of course, if you think about the customer journey and you design your content along this journey, we step into the topic of lead generation and lead nurturing. HubSpot has this terminology where they also talk about marketing qualified leads, MQL, and sales qualified leads, SQL. And in order to manage this, you should probably use a CRM. So that's why HubSpot, for example, is also using a CRM as a basis for those inbound marketing methods and strategies. We also use HubSpot, but we also use other softwares, actually a couple different softwares to manage our contacts, because that's maybe another thing that is something that is really important in this context, that you really focus on the customer. So customer relationship management system entails that you really focus your activities on the people, on the person. And yeah, this is very attractive to me. I mean, Kappa marketing, going back to the meaning of Kappa, it has a lot to do with human beings and taking care of the human being behind the business, for example. Yeah, and so I think this is also why this inbound strategy, inbound marketing philosophy is really pretty much aligned with what we do at Kappa Marketing, and we also try to really focus on this when we work with partners, with clients, and try to really understand what they do, what their partners do, what their potential clients do, and what challenges that they might have, and how can we, in the end, solve this very efficiently and effectively. So I hope this helped you a little bit. I also made this video because for me, it was somehow important to really just get this out and share my thoughts on this. Maybe some of you guys also have the feeling that there was a lot of also outbound noise going on in the past weeks and months. So, but inbound is still very valid and very attractive and will be very, very important in future. So it's never too late to get started with this. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, kindly subscribe and talk again soon. Thank you.